Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining during the weekend today. We're still trying to figure out what's the best schedule for everybody. It seems like we probably have a little bit more attendance during the weekend. So we'll try to host this AMA or like office hour during the weekend in the future, I guess. Today, Chris is a little bit sick, so he won't be able to join he won't be able to join the video call, and we'll just be like chatting and supporting in the Telegram. So today, just want to give everyone a little bit update on the current development status, um, and also just taking questions regarding to any things you guys have. Yeah, so in the last week, we basically were focusing the UI development for a Voltswap launch. I can show everyone a little bit the taste of the UI. Give me 1 second. Yeah. So yeah, so this will be the UI for Voltswap. It's still a work in progress. So like just yeah, still for example, there's like some of the display issues, things like that. But we're getting there. And also, for example, we have the, give me 1 second. Let me admit. Well, a lot of people trying to join.
金钱看齐，墙上写着“心相连”的32岁了，装个当朝驸马郎。
That's a pretty big one.
If you feel my love, can you hear my thoughts? Can you feel everything? And if you hear my thoughts, can you
just mute the guy? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so this is the initial prototype for the graph integration. So we can see there's still, we already started showing the trading activities for the MTR and TRG, but there's still like improvement needed because right now we don't have a like a dollar trading pair on the swap yet, so we don't have like a price there. Yeah, so that's a current status for the Voltswap, and we hope to get the UI development complete by the end of the next week, and gear up for the Voltswap launch. Currently, we're targeting the Voltswap launch to be October 27th. This is still a tentative schedule, but like it should be achievable. But obviously, there's still some issues. We have to, like, for example, collect data for like potential airdrops and see what can do at that front. Yeah, but we're getting there, and the chance for launching on the 27th is really high. And also, we're targeting to have another like upgrade of the mainnet sometime next week, because there were like a lot of issues people were facing. For example, at the auction end, there are gonna be like some of the nodes getting jailed, things like that. So, and also like a couple of fixes for like supporting graph, which are needed for the Voltswap launch. So we're looking forward to have another upgrade sometime next week. So validators, please be prepared. Yeah, so that's about it for the current status. I think now I will be taking questions. Let me see. Yeah, so right now the target is October 27th on the launch. So we'll keep everyone updated if there's any shifting on the schedule, but right now it's a tentative launch date. Oh, and I guess because of yesterday's movement, on the MTR, people are talking about what would be the MTR price, things like that. So let me just show everyone a little bit more how to look at the MTR reproduction cost. Give me 1 second. So if you look at so if let's go to the Meters Explorer. So if we go to if we go to a POW, so there's a number here. This is actually the current MTR production cost. The reason for this is high is because during the last a year and a half, there's a global production and supply chain issues for semiconductors, right? So we didn't really follow the Moore's law improvement on the miner side, but within the meter network, after we launch, we have a curve that represents the global semiconductor improvement on the efficiency front. So that curve is likely have to be adjusted to represent what's happening in the real world. We are thinking to have a governance proposal and a vote on the adjustment of the MTR production cost. The main thing is we don't want the MTR price to be overextended because it's the gas used by the system. But right now, if you look at the current production costs, the market price of the MTR is still under the production cost. So you can see there's no new miners coming in to mine the MTR tokens. So yeah, that's another saying we probably will start a proposal soon. Let me just look at the will be MTR will be going for. Yeah, MTR is still going to be used as a gas tokens in the system. We want to have a stable unit of account and payment mechanism within the meter ecosystem. And also when Voltswap launch, we're going to have MTR trading pairs. For example, the MTR to USD trading pairs. So we will have a better price discovery and also the order book depth for the MTR tokens. And the Voltswap essentially is the governance for the new swap. It's a completely community driven. So let me just admit more people. It will be completely community driven. And for example, what kind of things will be listed will be the liquidity mining and token emission strategy. All this will be put up for people to vote and adjust when we launch the Voltswap DEX. So right now, I don't think it's people mistakenly buying MTR yet. I'm not really convinced of that. I'm thinking it is actually more of some of the traders look at the the thin order book and low circulation of MTR, and like thinking it may be a good coin to like a pump and dump type of thing. I think once we start lowering the production costs for MTR, it will have more supply in the market, and we'll have better, more stable on the price side. And also once we launch the Voltswap, when there's like a deeper liquidity on the Voltswap, it will help the stability of MTR as well. Yeah, the MTR, I mean, the Voltswap, we're targeting to launch October 27th. So it is this month. The APY for the liquidity mining is still difficult to predict. It's really become like a functions of, for example, the price of the Vault token and the emission of the liquidity mining for each pool. So as we mentioned, we have a 4-year schedule for the Voltswap liquidity mining. So what we're thinking is to have an initial emission schedule based on like halving every year. But this schedule is up to change based on the community decisions. So we will just put a like an initial pool list out there, and then once the liquidity mining start, we can use the community governance to keep on adjusting it. So we're thinking like when we launch, we will have around 10 to 15 liquidity pairs for mining. Obviously, the highest reward pool will be the Vault token itself to encourage people to provide liquidity there. And the other trading pairs, there will be a lot of MTRG related trading pairs. And also, if you look at the staking design of the Vault swap token, it actually encourage like longer term behavior and longer term providing liquidity in the pool. We start from like 10% vesting like upfront, and gradually increase to 100% over 10 weeks. But these parameters can be adjusted once the swap is launched. We are currently looking at the initial setting to be like also like matching the schedule. The first batch of the tokens, we will have a 3 months mining schedule, and then after that, it will be like further extended based on community like votes, stuff like that. Yeah, the launch is August 27, not October. Unfortunately, we cannot change the MTR name because it's already hard-coded in the system. And also, if you change it at this stage, it will cause further confusions about from the community. And also, because this is a native token in the blockchain, it's not like a ERC20 token. We can just like log the token and then airdrop new tokens. It doesn't work like that. Just like you can't really change the ETH name for Ethereum. And also, like since we still have the vision that MTR will become like a good currency as the stability improves. So it's good to have a simple name for the currency token. So let's see if there's any additional questions. Yeah, so one of the things that we are spending a lot of times and probably need community input is, for example, the token release schedule for the Voltswap, and also for the airdrop strategy for the Voltswap. Obviously, we don't want the airdrop to we want the airdrop to be able to attract community members, but we also try to avoid this causing, for example, dumping pressures on the exchange, and also we don't want it to attract like bounty hunters or like people trying to just take advantage of it. So right now the thinking is the airdrop strategy will based on like historical data. So it's already happened. There is nothing you can do to change it. So we are looking at airdrop to both the MTRG in the meter community and also a couple of like other communities that potentially are familiar with, for example, the staking design we have. And also what we're thinking is that instead of strictly directly airdropping the vault tokens, we'll drop another token. So this token will not be like tradable, or like we will not have any liquidity incentives on the Voltswap, but it can be used for staking to mine the vault token. Yeah, like for the new chain integration for Passport, obviously we already announced the integration with the Moonbeam and Moon River parachain when they launch. I think they are launching, the Moon River will launch in about like 2 to 3 weeks. 3 weeks most likely. And we have other few chains working in progress. So it's still like in the technical integration side. So we don't know exact launch schedule yet, but like we have at least 2 major partners working in progress right now. So the initial trading pairs, we are thinking around like the 10 to 15 trading pairs. So obviously there will be like vault token trading pairs, and there's also going to be like an MTRG trading pairs, and also like trading pairs for like 2 stable coins. For example, the USDT from Ethereum and the BUSD from BSC to facilitate cross-chain swapping and cross-chain exchange onboarding, and also different like cross-chain applications. So if you look at single pool, it's probably like the second weight, but because there are like multiple like MTRG trading pairs, so I think it will have a like very decent portion of the entire liquidity mining pool. So this question is about like how we will be the gateway to the Polkadot ecosystem. So if you look at the Polkadot ecosystem, there are a lot of parachains launching, especially there will be like EVM related chains like Moonbeam, Akala, and a couple of other things. And the majority of the traffic is, I think, it's going to be like the top 2 project with this Moonbeam and Akala. We are closely working with both teams providing Meter Passport as the main officially supported bridge when they launch. So I believe in that case, we will have a major market share for the external bridges to the Polkadot ecosystem. So that's how we position this. And also, if you look at the Polkadot design, right now, the Polkadot system can only connect, because the Polkadot is designed to connect the different parachains. But because of the EVM running on Polkadot is a black box right now to the Polkadot like Wasm system itself. So it's actually still not possible for Polkadot infrastructure itself to move like a ERC20 coin from like Moonbeam to like Moon River. So that's why they will be initially relying on us to do the transfer across even within the two parachains in the Polkadot ecosystem. So we actually connect them earlier, and probably will be a longer term solution as well than the Polkadot relay chain itself. Chainlink, I think Arrow was probably asking about the new protocol Chainlink proposed about like cross-chain communication. So we are still looking at their proposal, and because like they are like also a partner, so we will have more discussion with them on this front. I actually scheduled a couple of calls with them like in the next few weeks to discuss what's the best way to collaborate. My understanding is it's going to be like more like an open protocol type of thing. So it's they're going to be like different implementations. So maybe like we can implement a variant of that interface as well. Yeah, the exact list of trading pairs, we will announce them, and like also like asking for community feedbacks sometime next week. At that time, like yeah, we'll also put a proposal, and like we can have people suggesting new like trading pairs or like a different type of trading pairs as well. I think this is probably best on the forum as a discussion, like a place for the different trading pairs. So let me see if there's any other questions. Is it possible to get self-listed? I think people ask about Orion. We haven't looked like deeply into how to like do the listing stuff like that. We'll definitely look into it, because right now we're just like been really busy with the all the development related things. But it's definitely an interesting proposal, and we'll look into it. Yeah, the cost of parity, the production cost parity proposal will put it out probably like sometime next week. Do we have liquidity issues? Why does our market cap? Yeah, I mean like I think with the Voltswap launch, the goal is to like enhance the liquidity for MTRG and MTR. That's why we haven't like start the another liquidity mining program on BSC yet, because we want like people to put more focus on the Voltswap launch. And I think one issue is because when we launch the market, when we actually meter when it's launched, it's at the end of the bear market. We did an IEO on Gate. So because the price, I mean, at that time, the valuation was intentionally low when we launched at the Gate. That's sort of causing the issue that market cap is low as well. As the price appreciates, we do have an increased like a market cap, but still it's because we compared to like a project that launched during the bull market, we are a little bit at the disadvantage position, because the people will just take profit after they get like several X appreciation on their tokens. So you will naturally see like selling pressures, things like that. I think as time goes on, there's more like exchange of tokens. The cost basis will gradually go up, and also the price will show, and also with our ecosystem development and matures, I think the price will will finally meet the value. So right now, actually, the bridge fee is not that high, because if you look at the activities we have on the especially on Ethereum, there is like multiple contract actions needed in order to have one transfer cross chain. So that actually consumes quite some like gas cost. So the current bridge like income is, I think it's just like enough to support the 5 relayers to have a valid business. I think in the future, we probably will make MTRG as incentives for the relayers, so they can provide continue to provide like a lower cost of cross-chain transfers. And obviously, like we have another like version with like a lower transfer cost and more relayers coming into play. So MTRG will be like an incentive for the relayers as well. And also, if you look at the relayers, they are actually all top validators in the meter blockchain as well. So I think from that perspective, the interest is aligned. Right now, like from the I believe like the MTRG's value is going to be more from the expansion of the ecosystem, more user using the meter ecosystem and using the meter infrastructure. That will like enhance the adoption of meter and the value of meter. What we're thinking is like as time goes on, as the ecosystem gets more mature, we could probably like lower the inflation's emission rate of the MTRG tokens, and also have a certain like burning mechanism, things like that. But if you look at the number of token holders we have, it's still like pretty low. For example, on the mainnet, we have maybe like 3,000 addresses. BSC and Ethereum probably another like 2,000 or so on each chain. So this is still like a very small, like a token holder base, and we have to put the increase the number of token holders as the highest priority. Yeah, so the business development team is actually actively using Passport and also the meter ecosystem as a way to engage with other like potential partners to start the conversation. Yeah, and also I think as the Voltswap launches and if it shows like the activities of our community, it will help the business and partnership collaboration as well. Because now we have a new way to discuss with potential partners. We can do like a similar like to Pancake's syrup pool that we can use the token exchanges to bring more token holders and also bring more activities into the meter network. Yeah, if you look at the staking design for Voltswap, it's actually a little bit different than forks of like Sushi Swap and things like that. So we actually do not like encourage people to keep on like harvesting and like auto compounding the staking because whenever you harvest, it's actually like unstake the from the liquidity pool, and your timer will for vesting will go from start again. So I wouldn't say there will be a lot of those type of activities on our network. So when we look for partnerships, some of those type of auto compounding applications doesn't really apply for the Voltswap here. But we will definitely look into like projects that potentially we could collaborate with on that front as well. Yeah, we haven't put a lot of emphasis on the developer program yet. It's basically open for people to apply, but because of the bandwidth we haven't. I mean, we have like several grant issued, but it's more like for developing like a tool set for the meter ecosystem. For example, the graph integration, and also we have a Chainlink integration going on. But for like bringing other apps onto like a meter network, we want to be like on a more cautious basis. First, we want the team to be able to launch and also both not just develop the application and throw it out there, but can also like manage the operation, manage the marketing, so they can have like attractions on the application. So that sets the bar kind of high, and we want the like for example to use the MTRG token as more like additional incentives to help them, for example, liquidity mining, things like that, instead of just directly throw money at like several developers, things like that. Because for that, I believe there will be the chance of failure will be like too high. For the unique features for Voltswap, I think first is front-running resistance, and second is supporting like a cross-chain asset exchanges, and finally we have the unique NFT-based smart wallet designed for staking. So your tokens is always under your control, and also it allows you to like participate in several liquidity mining programs with the same token. So this NFT smart wallet is actually a little bit different from the NFT we issue for the validators. For the NFT issued on validator, we still need to figure out ways to integrate into all this. So yeah, like we'll figure out something when we're getting closer to the launch. So the NFT smart wallet is for every user that participate in the staking, you will receive like NFT smart contract. The smart contract is actually a wallet that you can store your token in there. So whenever you participate in staking for particular LP tokens or another token, the token will only be saved in that NFT smart contract that's dedicated for you. Compared to other project, they have like a shared smart
10
contract.
tane soru sordum pezevenge. Şimdi benim soruları cevap veriyor, anladın?
Yeah, so this design gives them more security and more flexibility. Yeah, so like because the NFT wallet is completely under your control, only you can open it with your own private key. So yeah, so you can do it with a cold wallet. In the meter wallet, it's still gonna be a little bit difficult because right now the meter wallet doesn't have the MetaMask type of functionality yet. We are developing like a second version of the meter wallet that's actually like a web-based. You will see it pretty soon. So we want it to be like a sort of bundle with a passport, because when you come into the meter ecosystem, you want to like understand what type of tokens you own, things like that. We mentioned the airdrop like a little bit earlier. The airdrop, we're still like designing this, and also there's like technical issues we have to solve. For example, collect enough on-chain data and process the on-chain data. and we currently haven't had the chance to go through everything yet. So yeah, like the exact design will be put out there when we have all the data ready. Oh yeah, so yeah, the recording and the meeting is gonna cut off in like 1 minute. So I guess thank you everyone to attend during the weekend and asking all the great questions. And let's look forward to more progress on the community and the upcoming launches. And everyone have a great rest of your weekend. Yeah, thank you for coming.